Greetings survivors and friends, SHADOWFRAX here with a recap on what's new in this week's monthly patch to the release branch of Rust, and a look at what might come next, and there's quite a few things twitching behind the curtain. But first of all to what's new and Ziplines. Basically, hang gliders on rails have now been added, and you'll find new beplatformed pylons here and there with aforementioned ziplines attached, and these will take you various places, including straight into some monuments. Simply clamber up and press E. Whilst looking at a line to mount it, it'll take you 3 seconds to pick up speed. You can press W to go a bit faster and hold space to dismount before the end at your peril. Just note that you can't brandish anything whilst on one, as you're not strong enough to hold on with one hand, and hitting something solid on the way down will knock you off. I had a lot of people ask if you can build under them, and yes you can, but of course this is a double-edged sword, as anyone could then get onto your roof. They do have a no build zone directly around the line, so you can't block them. You can't build too close to pylons either, and the mount points for the lines are only available at the pylon, so no chance of a personal zipline. However, according to the team, this is subject to change, and to quote them, we'll be improving the generation of these over time to connect more monuments, as well as exploring ways for players to place their own ziplines in the future. The rail network is generating now on all good procedural servers over 4,250 in size. Nothing will spawn on it at the moment. The new trains are still in testing with special Roblox style carriages, and you're encouraged to report any weird proc gen placements with the rail lines for tweaking purposes. The new work on monument lighting / darkening was merged, with some monuments now being darker at night, because that's what you wanted, and some being lighter, such as the lighthouse, and the Arctic base. The airfield got the biggest update, it seems, not only lighting but also a number of materials changes and set dressing to bring it up to standard. The magnet crane was improved to have a blue light in the cockpit to show when you're facing forward, and holding the crouch key now auto-rotates it back to the front-facing position. There's a new landmine model that looks suspiciously like a pie, 18 new achievements which are aimed at all the new content that's been added in recent decades, and new pictures to look at in the loading screen. Oh yes, and those dog tags I showed you last week seem to be for the Twitch Rivals event, which is coming up on April 14th, which is a big old 2-day contest with some substantial prizes for the winners and Twitch drops for everyone else. Incidentally, there's also now a neutral set of dog tags. There were a lot of fixes and miscellaneous tweaks this month. Modular cars now properly support the semi-secret mouse steer option again. I believe this is activated by holding crouch when driving. An occupied message no longer shows when looking at vehicle modules with no mount points. Status information on the HUD is no longer blocked by helmet overlays. There was a fix for NVIDIA Reflex causing AMD GPUs to get low FPS, also one for not being able to kick players out of taxi modules from the driver's seat, and there were a number of others which you can see a full list of at the bottom of the latest dev blog. As mentioned last week, there's an oh so gritty and realistic egg suit in the works that something tells me you'll be able to buy next week. More in-depth official server analytics are taking place in the background. This is to see how you're playing the game for balancing purposes. Face puncher watching you. According to the dev blog, they've also updated Steam networking to the latest version, which comes with a number of important performance improvements. It's still disabled by default, but tests will be run on various official servers to provide feedback to Valve regarding any potential issues. In the medium term, the hope is to switch all servers to Steam networking by default. In works in progress! That PvP update with associated recoil shifts is still being worked on, but no details have surfaced yet, so just carry on with your lives as normal, please. Modular weapons have resurfaced in the commits too. It's been a long time since we saw mention of those. Pets are still being worked on, so is Happis Island. A number of commits to the new Building Skins 3 branch, some more stuff about server transitioning, and very interestingly a lot of chatter is happening about a new clans system, which seems to include companion app integration, invites, clan banners and colours, its own UI, and looks like it's been worked on in secret for a while. More info on all of these as it emerges in the Junis, of course. Let me know your thoughts on all the above down below. Leave me a like and sub to the channel. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and my Steam group to stay up to date. And you can support me directly here with channel memberships on Patreon or via my merch store. Links below. I shall catch you all soon, but in the meantime, keep calm and stay rusty. Cheerio. This video is powered by AWDIT's producer range of workstation PCs, available now at awdit.co.uk. Face puncher watching you.